Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, this September the 8th, 2025 explosive cryptocurrency and blockchain technology video. As you can see, the Bitcoin price has rebounded up 1.21% today, but it's trying to decide if it's going to continue to break up or it's going to come back down. In the brief overview, the Ethereum price is up 1.14%. Across the board, it's about the same, except the XLM 4.7 and the XRP at 3.34. Some of the biggest risers today. But in another stunning event, the gold bullion is up $53 an ounce or 1.49%. Almost got to $3,670 an ounce today. It's just a shade, a smidgen, a grand under, a hair length beneath the $3,700, and it's making an inroad at $4,000 gold bullion. Silver bullion got up to about 41.50 earlier today. B2 gold's up to 431. The biggest miner today move is 13%. Hecla Mining has had a phenomenal day to the upside. Pan America Silver is up 3.5%. First Majestic Silver is up to almost $10 a share. Kinross Gold tried to touch $23 earlier, got knocked down a little bit below that. But overall, the gold bullion market looks great. You can see platinum and palladium are rebounding. Oil is still suffering, and the US dollar continues to be suppressed. You can see it's down 0.25% today. It's down 0.5% this month, 1.67% in the last 3 months, 9.3% in the last 6 months, 3.5% in the last year. It's actually up 5% the last 5 years, and it's down 18.64% since the 70s when we went off the gold standard where it started at, right? So it's very interesting. And if we look at the Bitcoin price, something that's very interesting with the Bitcoin price is you can see where we ended the week last week, we are below the critical. And if we go into the daily time frame, we're below the 3.5 year pattern support, and we're trading underneath it, down and sideways or up and sideways now, and we're trying to get back above that. And you can see the 50-day and the 100-day are squeezing the price now, and that's where the support and resistance has been. And two things are going to happen: either A, it's going to break through this when it has to here in a few days and it's going to get back up there, or B, it's going to fall and fail to hold it and it's going to end up on the 200-day moving average, eventually down at the 95,000 and change, right? So those are the two scenarios, and that's because this is a critical 3.5 year support resistance level that it's threatening to confirm a breakdown out of. And if it does confirm a breakdown out of there, not only is 95 and 79, but you would have to bring 58 into the end of the year equation. But that can all be avoided if we get back bullish and get back within this rising channel. And those are the key areas we're watching out for this week. The Ethereum price has had a little bit of a bounce today. It's trying to have a bounce just above the neckline megaphone support at 41.14 and 22 cents, which the 50-day moving average is almost right on top of it now. I still think it's going to come back and retest this based on the Bitcoin price and based on the movement so far, and hitting and briefly touching a new all-time high. That would be a perfect time for a more sizable correction than just a big sell-off or a quick sell-off like you were seeing along the way, like right there and right there, right? So we're going to watch out for this touch on the 4,114. If it fails to hold that, you would look for a touchdown between the 36.24 100-day and the 34.76, top part of that green support and resistance box, if you can't hold the megaphone neckline support, which is down there, right? So that's what we're looking at in the short term. XLM, the same thing. You can see it had a nice bounce last night, and we said we thought it might do that because XRP did the same thing. It bounced off its moving average, and you can see where it was, and we were saying see if it could try to make a run at the 43 cents. This one was sitting just below the 36 cents though, but now pumped up exactly to the 50-day moving average and got rejected by it, and it is currently trading just below the 50 at 38 cents and just above the 100-day moving average at 36.25 cents. And there's where the squeezing is taking place. And one of two things is going to happen with the XLM price. Either you're going to get the buyers to continue to help and hold you above this critical 36, and you're going to get pumped back all the way up into this 43 cents, and then we'll have to take a look at it and see if it's ready to break back above that, or if it was just a fake out and it's going to have another rejection like it's been doing the last several weeks to a month or so, right? Or are we going to get rejected where we're at now, end up back below this 36 cents, and end up down here towards these lower targets. They're at the 200-day moving average at 33 cents in the bottom part of that green trading zone. So that is what we're watching out for this week with the XLM price. The XRP price is maybe signaling where the XLM price is going to go as you're above the 50-day moving average now, after you successfully the other day bounced off of the 100-day. And now is this where you're going to come and actually make the run up to the 307 like we were talking about over the weekend? That's our next major overhead resistance, is the 307. And if you can get on top of the 307, that's where you can get bullish and try to come up to the 366. Right? So that's what we're going to watch out the next several days in the XRP, is how this interacts. And that's why it's very important and time sensitive to join Jabroni Killers. It's as cheap and easy as $3.99 a month to help support the channel, keep these videos coming out for free, become an asset millionaire. And that's part of the reason that you join that club, is you do and learn the things that I do with true trust, education, and information, buying asset appreciating things in a dollar depreciating world. And those are gold and silver bullion and mining stocks, cryptocurrencies, 401k study investing in real estate with some cash on the side in short-term bonds or CDs earning 3 to 5% for peace of mind, emergencies, but more importantly, to buy a new asset or accumulate into an existing asset when the time shall happen. And it's very time sensitive, but that's what we're going to be watching out for with the XRP price. If it breaks to the downside and gets rejected by the 307 and or doesn't make it up to the 307 and you get under the 292, that's when you would look at a potential failing of the 292 and potentially coming down underneath as far as maybe all the way down to the $2.52 to the $2.55. And that's where we have this drawn out, where you'd have a potential nice rally after that. So there's a lot of excitement across the sphere, across the board, across the market. Stick with old Vincenzo, and we'll continue to give you updates each and every day to keep you informed with the education and the truth that you deserve. Peace and love, Jay.